Hi everyone, Myra here, back with a quick project share. I've been playing with my dies from paper tray ink, and I just made this little dome ornament. Let me see if I can turn off this light. Might tone down the glare a little. I know it'll be darker, but maybe it won't glare as bad. Or maybe it's too dark. It might be too dark, huh? Let me turn the light back on. Let's try again. Maybe I can shade it enough. I don't know if you can see it or not. But it's one of those little dome ornaments. And it's the Nativity. I don't know if you can see that or not without all the horrible glare. There, that's not so bad there. It's got the little manger with Joseph, Mary, and the baby Jesus. A couple of palm trees, which I really don't know why, I just don't associate palm trees with Bethlehem, but you always see them in the pictures, so I guess with palm trees you can't have snow, so I used grass instead. The green down on the bottom there is this stuff right here. It's called Terra Textures. I think I got this from paper tray ink. It's just little flecks of green, and I glued it all down to the bottom. I've got the Joseph, Mary, and the baby Jesus in the manger. Then there's a camel over here, a camel over there, the three wise men. There's two donkeys and a couple of sheep. And then this little sentiment saying, wise men still seek him. And then there's the side. One thing I've discovered, these are not that easy to do. The die I used, it's a stamp and die set. You have to buy them separate. The stamps and the dies are separate, but this is from paper tray ink. There's a picture of the stamp set. I don't think it's focusing there, maybe. And then the dies, that's the dies that you can buy to cut out your little building and all the little parts and everything. There's 21 dies in this set. And I noticed I did a little mock-up of one while I was playing around to see how the die went together and what I needed to go where and what needed to be colored what. And it's kind of a trial and error thing that you have to figure out what works best and what color paper and what do you want to stamp it with. And the palm trees I did in two different colors. I used a green cardstock for the, if I can get it to where it won't glare. Maybe you can kind of see the palm trees. The trunk part is brown, and then I stamped and die cut another two tops. I made them two-sided because you could see it from the back, and I stamped them with the stamp and fussy cut out the green and put it onto a brown. I'd cut out and stamped. See, this is how it cuts out. I cut out and stamped the first one in the brown color, and then I went back and cut out and stamped two more of the green part up here, and two more in green, and just cut off the trunk and had the green part on top. I hope that makes sense. But I added one to each side of the tree, so the trees would be two-sided. I'm so sorry this isn't any easier to see. The roof, I added some ink on the top to give it that mottled kind of straw look. And one thing I noticed is no matter how many times you set them back up, they always seem to lean. I don't know if you can tell, but mine all look like they're having heat strokes or something. They're kind of leaning forward a little bit. I don't know if you can tell that or not. But from the front it doesn't look too bad, but I don't know how you could prevent that, because you seal the globe onto the base. And by the way, the base of this is a canning jar lid. Just like one of these. I have tons of them from whenever I used to can. I used to do a lot of gardening when my husband was over in Cuba for 2 years and then Afghanistan for a couple more years. And while he was there, I was, all alone. And so I did a lot of gardening, and I canned a lot of tomatoes and stuff. So whenever he got back, he could enjoy them. But this is what I used as the base. And I just cut out a piece of cardstock with this set here. It's called the Petite Scallop Circle Small. And I used this one here as my white base on the inside. And then the one next down I cut out of green. And then I put all the green shaving stuff. I glued all that to the green piece. And then for the bottom I used the very large piece. They have a die. They sell these domes, and they have a die to fit the bottom of the dome that you can buy from Paper Tray Ink, but I've got so many circle dies, I figured I could use it myself. But I put a little piece of ribbon around on the inside here. It would be on this edge here, just because I didn't want the stark gold to show through, which wouldn't have mattered because I ended up using gold trim. And that's just this stuff here that came from where'd it come from? Walmart. That's that stiff wired tinsel stuff. And I just put a row around the top and a row around the bottom. And that's my first plane of the little buildings of the Paper Tray Ink stamp and die sets. It was fun, but like I said, it's more work than you really realize to make one of these things. It's fussing around with the little tiny pieces is difficult, and trying to fit them in and get things glued and taped together, and figuring out what colors to do because you've got, I don't know if you can see the little pieces in there, like Mary and Joseph and the baby. You can stamp it like I did. I don't know if it's here or not. I tried one out in different colors. I don't see it here. I did Joseph in blue, Mary in red, and then the baby Jesus. You actually can't see the baby Jesus, it's just the manger. I did that in the base wood base in brown, and the top part in hay color or straw. But it just looks so funny. It looked weird, so I decided just to do it more like a silhouette type thing. But that's my very first dome globe. Can't really call it an ornament because it's not going to hang from a tree, but it's just going to set. So I guess you just call it a dome globe, or I don't know, diorama, is that what they're called? But anyway, that was my first. And I think my next project is going to be one of these. I bought these a couple of years ago. I've got 2 of them. It's by Melissa Francis. It's the Large Church House. And it's a kit, DIY house kits. It says it contains chipboard house and base, window frames, door frame, red vellum for windows, chipboard fence, and 2 bottle brush trees. It also has this little, I don't know if you can see that, a lamb or a sheep, whatever that is. That's in there too. There's the fence posts, and there's all kinds of cardboard. Here's one, a better picture of it. And then there's the sheep right there, you can see on the side there. But I think I might play with this one next. There's the red vellum for the windows. I've got 2 of these, but I thought it has 33 pieces. It says it approximate assembled size is 6.5 inches long by 4 3/4 wide by 10.5 high. So I thought that might be fun to play with. They're copyright 2011. So these were from quite a few years ago. But I think I might play with that next. We shall see. But anyway, that's all I have for right now. I want to say thank you so much to everybody for your good thoughts and your sympathy and caring and love with the loss of my dear little Chester. I'm getting better. I'm not crying as much, so it's always hard. I've come to, as I get older, I accept death easier. But it's the suffering that hurts, watching them suffer, and he suffered for several hours, and that was just agonizing, and that's the part that really hurts, is watching him suffer. But anyway, he's in a better place now, and I know one day I'll get to see him again, so that's okay. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and take care till next time. Meow for now.